guys,
welcome to our library.
So today's video is going to be a haul of everything that I bought on my trip to England. This past Sunday, my family and I came home from our lovely trip to England. We were there when the tower in London unfortunately burned down, the Grenfell Tower, I believe it's called, and we left the day that another vehicle attack was done, and a lot of my family members were worried about us because I forgot to tell them that we made it home, but thankfully we weren't in London when either of those two events actually occurred because we were on a tour that took us around England. So we had 2 days in London, and then we went to Bath, and then we went, oh goodness gracious, we went not almost everywhere, but we stayed in the southern parts of England. We went to Bath, we went to Torquay, we went to Stonehenge, we went to Plymouth, and then back up to London for the last 2 days. And I didn't really shoot a lot of footage. I wanted to make a good vlog from this trip, but I just physically couldn't because the way that our tour was set up, we were on a strict schedule. We were constantly going. It would have been too much pressure for me to stop, film something, talk to a camera. It would have been too crazy, so I didn't even bother. I'm going to upload a Snapchat vlog because I did keep my Snapchat updated very regularly. So I saved pretty much every day. I saved my story from that day, so I will be uploading that in a separate video, a Snapchat vlog of my trip to England. But right now, I just wanted to show you guys what souvenirs that I brought home with me. So the first thing that I'm going to start off with is 3 shirts that I got. They're sitting on my lap, so I'm going to start with those first. My first one is this amazingly beautiful shirt that I got from the Roman Baths. It's this like drawing on this really pretty, see, the shirt has these really like detailed, colorful little specks in it, and the shirt is just so pretty. I cannot get over this shirt. Whenever I wore this, one of our last days back in London, I wore this and I got so many compliments. This was like my favorite shirt that I bought during the whole entire trip. It's just so comfortable, so pretty, and I love it so much. The next shirt that I bought at one of those stereotypical tourist souvenir shops, and it's this number. It has a telephone booth on it, and it's a long, it's a long sleeve, and it's got like that weird, like, it's not straight up normal long sleeve, you know? So it looks like this, and then the back is just like that without the telephone booth. This is very comfy. I wore this on the plane home, and it's just very soft and nice, and I'm so glad that I picked up this shirt. And the last shirt that I bought is a shirt that says Mind the Gap. We used the Underground, the subway, the tube. They call it like tons of different things there, but we used that a lot during our trip. And when you get on the train, on the tube, when you get on the tube, the lady on the announcement says Mind the Gap whenever like the doors open, because there's a huge gap between the actual train and the platform to step on. So I had to get a shirt that said Mind the Gap because I just loved the subway, the tube so much. It was, I don't know why, I really took to that and I really enjoyed that. Don't know why. So the next thing that I have here are 2 postcards. I have this one. It's like a big old long panorama. This is from the Royal Observatory, I think it's called. Yes, the Royal Observatory in Greenwich. So the trip that I was on was a science and innovative themed trip, and we went to the Royal Observatory in Greenwich. So this is literally just a panorama of the view from the observatory. It's really pretty panel of London. So like this is like the heart of London over here, and then it's just kind of a nice, really long panorama. And the next postcard that I got, I saw this and I'm like, I have to buy that. I have to. It's the most touristy, dumb looking thing, but I have to buy it. So I bought a postcard of the Queen, because why not? When in England, buy a postcard of the Queen's face. Look, it's me. I'm the Queen. I hate myself, but I had to buy this. It was like 80 pence. And I had to. I could not leave that behind. So I bought 2 other postcards. This one I bought from the Eden Project. So the Eden Project is like 2 large greenhouses. It's these bubble looking things right here. And inside of them, it's one called the Mediterranean Project and one called the Rainforest. And it's plants from the rainforest and plants from the Mediterranean area. And it's so incredible, so beautiful. I had to buy a postcard to commemorate it. It was a really interesting experience. It's literally just a place full of unique and different plants, and it was really interesting. And then the last postcard that I have, it's just a map of London. It's just a really pretty drawn out design, and a lot of different gift shops had different pretty designs like this, and I bought this one I think from the Science Museum. I just really loved it, and it says, you know, a bunch of different places in London. Let me see how many on here that we went to. We went to Buckingham Palace, the Science Museum. We passed by Big Ben. We almost rode London Eye. We went to St. Paul's Cathedral. That's really all that I noticed on here that we did, but it's just this really, really pretty postcard. Alright, so the next thing, I have this massive bag full of stuff. So I'm just going to start going through it and picking things out, and let's see what I get to. Okay, so the first thing that I picked out of the bag is eggs. So if you know me, you know that my family, we went to Europe in 2009, and my brother discovered these Kinder Surprise eggs, and the chocolate in them is so good. And then it's like a toy inside, so the toy looks like this. It comes in this little container, and the toy inside is different every time. I bought 3 Kinder eggs. Ooh, I almost broke it. I bought 3 Kinder eggs for my friends to give them because I love them so much, and I know they would enjoy it. And I also, while I was there, ate 5 Kinder Eggs myself. So yeah, I'm a little obsessed with them. I actually also brought 2 Kinder Eggs home just for myself, but I have not eaten those yet. The next thing is not really a souvenir. It's just an empty bottle. It's just a big water bottle that I wanted to save. It's from Boots, which is like, if you're from America, it's like Walgreens or like CVS. And I just wanted to save it, just at least for a little while, but I have really no reason to why I saved that. The next thing that I see in here is this bag of candy. So there was this shop called Kingdom of Sweets. It was this massive candy shop. Everything on the shelves was just candy, and it was crazy. So like they had this one bar that was like a pick and choose, and you just put it in the bag. So I kind of did that. I just picked a bunch of sweets and put them in here. Yeah, that's pretty much just what's in here. The next thing is more candy that I bought for my friends. We used to watch these YouTubers on YouTube, and they would always get Mau Wows. So I had to bring some Mau Wows home to them. I brought these stripe kinds and these pinballs. I haven't opened the pinballs yet to try them because they're like not individually wrapped, but I have tried these. They're pretty much like Laffy Taffy, but better. They're a better version of Laffy Taffy in my opinion. So the next thing that I have is a statue of Big Ben. My mom bought me this. I have a little collection going. I have a miniature Empire State Building and a miniature Eiffel Tower, and it's like little monuments that I've personally gone to. And we didn't go to Big Ben, but we saw it and we were there. So this is kind of to commemorate my trip. It's literally just a thing of Big Ben. Next in my bag is, it's actually just a power thing. It looks like a floppy disk. It's just a power bank that I bought at the Science Museum to, you know, keep my phone charged, and I had to buy it because it looks like a floppy disk but just charges my phone, and I just had to buy that. So the next thing that I have in this bag is 2 books. Actually, I bought 2 of Giovanna Fletcher's books. I brought Dream a Little Dream and You're the One That I Want. I have her other book, Billy and Me, already, and her books are not really published in America yet. If they are, they're extremely hard to find. So I got to go into a Waterstones. Actually, I bought these at Harrods. These 2 I bought at Harrods, actually. We got to go to the massive department store called Harrods, and there's like a bookstore inside of it. So I bought 2 of her books that were there, the only 2 that were there, and I am so excited to read these because I enjoyed Billy and Me. And I can't wait to read these 2 books. The next 2 things that I bought was also books, and I bought these at Waterstones, actually, not at Harrods. So these 2 come from Waterstones, which, if you know, Waterstones is like their Barnes & Noble. So I bought Charlotte's Web and the Jungle Book in that pretty collection, the Puffin Penguin collection or something like that. I collect these versions, and I just love them so much, and I saw them and I didn't have them, so I bought them. The next thing that I have in here is something that I bought from Primark. I heard a lot about Primark from watching like Sprinkle of Glitter, Louise on here, and Carrie and Zoe, you know, the British YouTubers. I heard a lot about Primark, so I went and I bought a rain jacket. This is going to be really hard to show, but it's just this really really pretty dusty rose color. It's just a rain jacket, and it like has the, this is gonna be bad, it has the drawstring that you cinch at the waist, and it like makes it tight around your waist. This is great. This is a rain jacket that I bought. It was £9 at Primark, and if you want to know what Primark is, it's basically like a cheap version of Forever 21, and it's amazing, and I loved it so much. I wish I could have spent a little bit more time in Primark, but sadly we had to move on. I bought that when I was in Bath, actually. We had come out the Roman baths, and you come out the Roman baths and it's like shops right in front of your face, and I'm like, oh my god, it's Primark! So I had to go to Primark, and that's what I bought. The next thing that I bought is like a shirt slash sweater. I would wear this as both, I guess, and it is from the Hard Rock in London, which is apparently the OG Hard Rock, the original one, and I just bought this this sweater that says Hard Rock. It's in that like Letterman jacket kind of like thing, you know, like, you know what I mean? And then it says London, and I just really like it, so I had to buy it because I knew I would never, at least in the near future, be back in London, so I was like, I have to buy it. The next thing that I have is some candy. In the airport, when we were waiting for our airplane, there was a Boots, which is like Walgreens, and it was really cheap, so I bought some different candy. This one I actually already ate. I started eating it on the plane, and I finished it yesterday. It's Kinder Bueno White. It was really good. I don't know how else to describe it. And then I bought 3 other bars of things that I have not tried yet, and I bought some Cadbury caramel, you know, Cadbury chocolate with caramel in the middle. I bought this Nestle Milky Bar. Oh, this one melted a little bit. I can feel it. So it's this Nestle Milky Bar. I don't know what it is, but it looked good. And I also bought a Mars bar because I have heard about these and I have seen people eat them, but I forgot what's inside of them, so I bought one for myself to try. Now we were getting down to the last bits of souvenirs that I have. My mom surprised me with this pin, actually. So the packaging looks like this. It says quotation pin on it. You can't really read it, but when you take the pin out, it's really heavy, really nice pin. It says daughter on it. You're not going to be able to see it. Just trust me. It says daughter on it. It says it right here. It's this really pretty gold pen, and I'm very excited to use this. I didn't know she bought this for me, actually. She surprised me with it when we get home, and she bought it in Bath, which Bath was my favorite place that we went to on this whole trip. If I had to move somewhere in England, I would move to Bath in a heartbeat. And I bought myself a pin. I bought myself a blade of grass, actually. At the Eden Project, they had these pins that look like grass, and I could not pass it up. See the little pin at the bottom? Yeah, there you go. So I bought a pin that looks like a blade of grass, and it writes very well. And the last, I keep saying the last few things because I think I'm there, but I'm not. I'm never there. So one of the other things that we bought was a little rosary from the Salisbury Cathedral, I believe it was called. This is actually for my godchild for when she has her first communion in a few years. And then I bought a frickin' fidget spinner. I hate myself so much for buying a fidget spinner, but I bought one. It's actually the British flag, so that's kind of why I bought it in the first place. But I hate myself for buying this. Honestly, so mad at myself, but it's so addictive. I don't know why I never had one before. So I got a British fidget spinner. Words. What are words? I don't even know. The next thing that I have in here is from the Royal Museums in Greenwich from the Prime Meridian. It is a keychain, so it's like one that like spins in the middle. Let me focus on it so you guys can see what it says. Okay, that's the best that it's gonna get. So it says the Prime Meridian, and then on the other side it has the 0000, all of that. So it is just a keychain from the Prime Meridian from the 000 latitude. One side of the line you could be in one day, the next line you could be in the other day. It's really cool. Let's see, what else do I have in this big old bag? I have some rocks that I stole from a beach in Talkie that we went to. It was the Babacom Beach or something like that, and the rocks there were really pretty. So I took a bunch of the rocks. They're not as pretty when they're dry. They're really pretty when they're wet. So I'm gonna put something on them to make them look wet. But it was a really pretty beach, and I had to steal some rocks because I like rocks. And one of the last things that I have in this bag is a bunch of pins that I bought. For some reason, I was collecting a bunch of pins on this trip. So this one is from the Roman baths. I will zoom in on it for y'all to see. So it's literally just a pin of the Roman baths, and it's really pretty, and I like it. The next pin that I bought says, oh, you're not going to be able to read that. Can you read that? Can you read that? It says Mind the Gap. It's from the Underground. The next pen that I have, my mom bought for me. It is from Hard Rock Cafe. It's a little changing of guard soldier, and it says Hard Rock Cafe, and he's actually holding a guitar, and I thought it was really cute and really pretty. And then the last one I am actually wearing. Let me take it off for you. It is a airplane. This is a pin that I bought from the Science Museum. I really liked it, so I wore it to an interview that I had today. And the last thing, well, the second to last thing that I have to show you, I'm gonna be still in blurry here so I can show it to you guys, but my dad surprised me with this necklace at the Prime Meridian. I was looking at these necklaces and they were really, really pretty, but I didn't buy myself one, but he surprised me that night with one. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it. Let me try my hardest to zoom in on it. You're gonna have to trust me and believe me that it says this. Okay, you might, no, you're not going to be able to see it. But on here, it says the 0, 0, 0, 0, minutes, seconds, you know, all the latitude, longitude thing. So it's just a silver bar, and then, oh, you can kind of see the engraving. There you go. You can see it right there on this side. On that side, it says the 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, all of that. And this was probably my favorite thing that I bought, that I didn't buy, that my dad got me on the trip. And I love it so much. I've been wearing it every day since he bought it for me. Love it so much. And I'm so thankful for this necklace. I will be wearing it forever and ever and ever. Because it was really cool to be at the Prime Meridian and understand what it meant. It was really, really interesting. I enjoyed it. Also, the view from the Prime Meridian is amazing. You can, because you have to climb this huge hill to get up there, but it's well worth it. And the last thing that I bought on this whole entire trip was this big old bag that everything was in. This bag is from the Harrods in the airport, actually. It's the overnight bag. It's this really, really pretty design on this bag. Let me show you guys. So, this is hard. So it has things like the Gherkin, which is a pickled shape building that they have built in London. They have the bus, they have the telephone booth, they have the palace, things like that. It's just this really pretty design and this really, really well-made bag, and I'm really glad that I bought that. So that is everything. My foot is asleep, so I think I'm gonna go because it's getting uncomfortable. That is everything that I got on my trip. Oh wait, I bought this! At the Eden Project, this is the last thing I have to show you, actually. Yeah, I forgot about this. I bought this pink friendship bracelet thing. No other friend bought it with me. I just bought it by myself. It's just a braided leather design. It's nothing really special, but I just wanted something to commemorate the Eden Project for me other than a blade of grass, because I didn't buy a shirt because I didn't like the shirts that they had. But that's really all that I have for you guys to show you. It's all that I bought for myself and on my trip to England. Hey guys, so real quick, I forgot to mention one other souvenir that I have, and I actually bought an umbrella. It's this really, really colorful little umbrella that I bought from the Science Museum. It has this really cool handle that looks like a crystal, and I will show you kind of sort of what it looks like when you open it up. So it's got like these little, I'm not quite sure what's on it, but it's just this really fun, colorful umbrella, and I love it so much. So coming to you soon will be a Snapchat vlog of my trip to England. Keep your eyes peeled out for that, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!
Thank you for watching.
My foot's asleep. I need to stand up. Ugh.